మిత్రులారా బంధువులారా మిత్రునా వెల్కమ్ వనక్కమ్ టు సౌత్ ఏషియా మ్యాప్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఛానల్ యువర్ presenter డాక్టర్ J. Reddy. మిత్రునా, today we are looking at our population series, population explosion on the planet Earth. This is part 28. Mitruna, the title of today's topic is areas, the land areas, surface areas in square kilometers, population in millions. Areas divided by population will give population density of humans on the particular geographical area per square kilometer. Areas, population, densities of British Isles. Mitrulara, after this presentation, you will get a great clarity of England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, and Irish Republic, the Great Britain, the United Kingdom, British Isles, how, excuse me for my allergy, how these various things fit into the global level population demography series. And this is our population demography series, Mitrona, and population series, population explosion series at South Asia maps. We are looking at 28, that is area population density of British Isles off the coast of mainland Europe on the planet Earth. And Mitronam, if you are new to my presentation, you can go to South Asia Maps JRD. There are more than 608 presentations present on this YouTube channel, and I have put them into around about 70 or so the playlist of diverse topics. You can pick up the playlist of your choice and you can look at it. That is South Asia Maps JRD. So this is England, the country called England. This is the country called Wales. This is the country Scotland. This is the country called New Northern Ireland. There are four countries. All of them are bound to British Crown called United Kingdom of Great Britain, Northern Ireland. That again is a sovereign country. So this is little bit confusion. What is this country? What is this country? That is little bit a political lingo. We should not be that much concerned. There are more. There are four independent countries joined, bound together through the British Crown. That is the four countries. This is the island. This island has a three countries: Scotland, England, Wales. This is the great. This is the Great Britain. Britain, Great Britain. This is an island called Ireland. Ireland. That is the two countries. This Northern Ireland. This is the Irish Republic. Sometimes simply people called Ireland or Republic. These two countries are located, hosted in an island called Ireland. This island, that is the Ireland, this island, that is Great Britain, together are islands, that is the British Isles. So I have made those things clear elsewhere in my YouTube, so you can look at them. So that will be suffice for this presentations will be following the same thing. This is the area in 1000 square kilometers. You see here all these figures, you have to add three zeros next to it. See, 80 means 80,000. 132 means 132 followed by 3000. 1000 units, three zeros will be suffixed in front of them. This is the population in millions. 57 means 57 million. We have divided this by this area. Sorry, this is the other way around. I should have put this. Population by area, we get the density. And here I have covered the same thing with the perspective to countries. This is the one country, big country, the kingdom. This is the other country, republic. So how do we start? We start very easily. You remember Sri Lanka, also sometimes called Ceylon, in the southern coast of Bharat, in the Hindu Mahasagar Ocean, that is the Indian Ocean. Remember, maybe two, three decades back, persons used to live for 65 years. You remember that is the 65 years at round about three figures in front of it. 65,000 is the square kilometers again. That is the area of Sri Lanka. Easy to remember. A person, or we can even say a Sri Lankan lives 65 years. That is 65,000 square kilometers. Where I have put that one, I will explain that very easily. You double that area, you get 130. So 132 is the surface area of England. Remember, Scotland is little less than that, right? You make it 80. Even like Scotland plus Wales, you make it 100, that is the size of Cuba or size of a country called Iceland. You get 100, you make it 80 here, 20 here. So you got here the entire Great Britain. If Scotland is 80, remember the entire island of Isle, Isle is round about the same. 70 plus 14 is 85. That makes it pretty much easier. Little bigger than Sri Lanka. You remember this one. Also keep in mind in certain places you will see the area. See, this I have covered here. This 132 and 100 will be 242. But in some places you see 244. Why this is difference means there are certain other island, Orkneys here, Hebrides here, Isle of Man here, Guernsey here, and Jersey here. They are called loosely governed to the British Crown. Sometimes people take it, sometimes people omit it, and they also take into consideration the lake water bodies inside the territory. So there is some difference. So that you have to keep in mind. So I am just trying to put the things in broader perspective. If you see somewhere little bit different figure, so you can see why that is like that. That's the only reason. So now you know how to remember the surface area. Remember, Mitronam, in order to understand socio-political aspects of the modern world, you need to do two things. You have to know how many people live in that particular habitat, region, state, province, country, continent, entire earth, and what is the population density, how this affects. So then we come to the population. So the population again I will be is 57 million people here. What? How do you remember 57 again? 1945 is something like World War II ended in April. Also, FDR, popular American president, Franklin Delano Roosevelt passed away. So 45 means make it 57 or something like that. When Stalin passed away, 57 million people live here because England is most densely populated, one of the very populous country in in Europe itself. So you start with one. There is no in this area. All these 5 units, 1 million people is too less. So you give 2 million to Northern Ireland, 3 million to Scotland, omit four and give to 5 million to Wales and 5 million to Scotland. So we just made it almost the republic is almost the same. So we have given the broader idea. So you can keep that in mind. So here I have divided this population with this surface here. Take for example England, 57 million people divided 132,000 square kilometers will give to 440 people. The Scotland will be 180 people. You go to the Wales will be round about 390 people. And Great Britain will be round about entire thing. The Great Britain is 287 people. Northern Ireland. So I come to this conclusion. The Irish Republic will be 72. Entire the British Isles will be so easy to remember. So you can stop that and look at that how we got to that particular conclusion. So I will not go over that. And again here the same thing. United Kingdom is the country with is the crown with the four countries. United Kingdom. So you have right all this. You have 67 million people, 244. Here, see, again I mentioned the 242, 244 instead of 242 here, right? That's the reason why you'll see the difference. So 280 million people. This is the republic with this many 72 million people. That's why this is the entire Europe. I have just given the areas here. Iceland is 100 units. That is, you add the thousands in front of it, and the Great Britain 242 is this part, that is the Great Britain, and so on. These are the some of the Nordic nations and so on, and that's the aspect. In order to understand these things, I have put so why I have taken means Britain, England is very densely populated country on the planet Earth. Population density of England alone is same as the population density of Bharat, that is the post-Radcliffe truncated India. Suppose if you had Scotland and Wales, that will go to little bit, but low, but that gives a totally a different false impression. That what you have to keep in mind. England is a old world country, not a new world country. World country means plenty of people and crowded, less opportunities. New world, a couple of decades back means plenty of land, plenty of opportunities. So this is the Britain from Cape to Cairo. Once they ruled, the British imperialism dominated that that map you can keep in mind. And this in the I have a entire series, Geographic Areas Made Easy. That means game, geographic areas of every most of the territories made easy. You can go and look at it, and the Britain I mentioned here, and very easy to remember. The you take 1 kilometer all the side 1 square kilometers, and Egypt has 1,000 square kilometers, and these countries, the United States, Canada, and China, and West Europe has 10 million square kilometers. And how? So, if you look at that series, you will get a fascinating idea. And I have intuitively put so many presentations. And after those series, if you go through, you can easily guess what is the area of any place on the planet, the country, state, province, and so on. So, this is just I'm showing you Europe here, and there are many others. So, you can look at the that game series in my the YouTube playlist. So here I have put only the the I have even given more detail about the Great Britain. There you can look at it, and yeah, geographic areas made easy and so on. So I have other population series, and you can go see here India and China and so on, many other countries, Nigeria. You can look at the demography or population, even human ecology series. You can look at it, you will get a broader idea. That's what Mitra now today we covered. Very important once a major military economic power on the planet Earth, its areas, surface areas, the populations, densities of British Isles. And the next presentation, you will see the global milestone in terms of years chronology, how we got to 1 billion, that is 1,000 million. One followed by nine zeros, 1 billion to 8 billion human population. Thank you very much for joining me today. This is your presenter, Dr. J. Reddy. And if you like the presentations, and if it's a product to you, you can post your comments or any constructive criticisms. Even you can subscribe the channel and bring it to notice of your friends. See you later, Mitrona.